Hi, I'm Brittany, and welcome back to my channel, The Book Dreamer. As I mentioned in my 2017 reading goals, I have my trusty jar of unread books to draw from. For January, I'm going to try to do a TBR style. I'm not sure how well it works since I'm a huge mood reader, but I have a huge desperate need to read, but also a overwhelming sense of dread when I look at my bookshelves and try to figure out what book to pick up to read. So for this month I'm actually going to draw a total of 5 books to start with. One of those books is going to be from this smaller jar. In this jar is books that I have started to read, but for whatever reason I put them down and didn't pick them back up. So 4 from this, 1 from this. Let's see what I end up with. One. I'm just going to pick them all now. Oh, jeez. Alright. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Well, I can tell from the colors, because I color-coded these little sheets of paper, so I know that this one is going to be a YA fantasy sci-fi book. And this is one of the ones, this is the one that I started to read but put down. Okay, so that's going to be Witch and Wizard the Fire by James Patterson and Jill Dembowski. This is the 3rd book in the Witch and Wizard series. I'm not sure what was going on that made me put this down. I don't know if maybe I picked this up too fast after the 2nd one. But I'm looking forward to picking this back up. Let's see, for the books that come off my bookshelf. Purple is the paranormal romance or romance. So I will be picking up, if this opens, that's not good. If it'll open, that would be great. I folded these too well, apparently. There it goes. There it goes. Okay, there we go. And this is going to be... Alright. Where are you? There you are. Heart of Stone by Christine Warren. This is the first book in her new series about gargoyles and demons. Not sure what else about it, but let's see how that goes. And then the last 3 books that I picked out of my on my shelves jar are all fantasy sci-fi. So fantasy sci-fi is definitely what is happening this month. Let's see. Please don't be as hard to open. I'm gonna just look to see. And okay. This one is Nightshade by Michelle Rowan. So vampires. Jill Conrad never believed in vampires, but she's just become a living, breathing weapon against them. And it looks like there's some type of romance. Sorry, phone going off. Some type of possible romance building up from this where there's a half vampire. I don't know. Well, we'll see what happens with that one. This one is actually part of a series since I striped it in the color, so this is a series that I have more of the books on my shelf for in fantasy sci-fi. Oh good, I've been wanting to start this one. That works, yay! One that I want to start, okay. Night Watch by Sergei Lukashenko. This is the one that this is one of the ones that I picked up a while back. This is creatures of the underworld with kind of like a police force that one works for the nights, one works for the days. They don't like to overlap, and some individual woman is cursed, and both sides are willing to go to war over her. So excited for that one. Definitely excited for that one. So far so good. Okay. And the final one that I picked up from my jar is going to be, I think next time if I get these, I'm going to find an easier way to open them. Okay. Where is this? There it is. Okay. Not too far. Okay. Grey Walker by Kat Richardson. This is the first book in her series. I don't know I'm not sure what the series title is. I will look that up later. I don't know much about this. World of vampires, ghosts, magic, witches, necromancers, sinister artifacts, and from what I understand, Grey Walkers are people who have died but have come back to, who've had, I can't remember what it is, but I can't remember the actual name or the word I'm thinking of, but it's when they've died but then have been brought back within a few minutes or what have you. Can't remember the name, so it's going to drive me nuts, but nothing I can do for that. Okay, so along with those books, I plan to start reading Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events because of it being released on Netflix. I'm really excited. I saw the preview with Neil Patrick Harris, so I will be picking up Book 1, The Bad Beginning. I really want to read these before I see the show. From what I remember, the description is evil uncle who is put in charge of the 3 children that have become orphaned, and he's only interested in getting the inheritance from them. I know my brother loved this when we were growing up. I just never picked him up I was more Harry Potter at that time. And then, speaking of my brother, I am also going to be picking up Dune by Frank Herbert to read. My brother recommended that I pick this up. This is another sci-fi book, and this, much like Philip K. Dick's Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, this is also revolutionary in the sci-fi genre. I don't know much about it, and I kind of want to go into it blind because I don't want to anticipate anything. I know my brother said to not continue after the first one, so I guess we'll see how I feel about it. Let me know if you've read this and what your thoughts are about picking up the rest of the series after this. But anyway, those are the books that I'm going to be trying to read this month, so far as I know, for now, anyway. Comment down below if you've read any of these, what you're going to be reading in January, if there's any of these that you actually want to read but haven't picked up yet. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.